Hey guys, so I'm doing a video on a Tuesday instead of rounding it up on Friday today because I got 3 packages in from overseas and I don't exactly know what's in them, so it's kind of a surprise. I order a lot of packages, and lately most of them have been coming from Japan, so although I do track them usually once they get into the United States, they lose their tracking because the systems are different. So I am not able to further track what they are. So I've got 2 in from Japan and 1 from Hong Kong, and I also got 2 other small shipments that I got in earlier that came in yesterday and over the weekend. So I will also show those as well while I'm already making this one. So I'll start with those ones because they're already open and easy to show off. I recently split a lot with Brandy for some more miniature tablets. I almost have my collection complete of the ones that I personally want to collect. That is until they release more. But for now, we'll go with these ones. These are from the Series 2. And it's kind of hard to see because of the lighting in my room. But this is the crystal from Sailor Moon in its lotus form. So you can kind of see it there in its little lotus. And it does have its Toei sticker up top. These are silver sticker Toeis, so they are from the US release. And then I also have the locket. It will go up with my pink locket, and then I have the original one from the manga, which in the manga it's actually a watch, so it doesn't have this front plate on it. And it's a different shaped star. And then I also got in this HGIF figure of Usagi licking ice cream, and she has her school bag. I do have her all set up already on her stand. She's gorgeous. I love this effect here, where as it gets further down on the figure, it sort of becomes more of an opalescent down in here, so it's more clear. And I love the detail on it. Her eyes are painted gorgeously. The ice cream is just adorable. She's got her tongue sticking out. Not that you can really see it in the video because I have terrible video quality. Her little tongue is sticking out as if she's licking it. Because we all know Usagi and her sweets, especially ice cream. And she is in her school uniform and not in her sailor outfit. But she's absolutely adorable. She will look magnificent in this case over here. So on to these packages. We're going to start with this one, which is very well bubble wrapped, so I really don't know what's in here. We'll get this opened up and take a look. So this item I purchased purely because I'm obsessed, as I'm sure you've all realized if you haven't already, with Pegasus / Helios and his Stallion Reeve. So I ordered this from a seller on eBay to get in from Japan. See if we can get you to see those colors better. There we go. And it's a little plastic pouch of the Stallion Reeve, and then inside of it here you can see there's a lot of other little pieces in them. In there is all of these. And it's just little plastic seal pieces. It's just this super cute little flat object that's just going to get added to my collection. I've not seen these in the US before. As you can see here, it does have its gold sticker, so it is a Japan release. I've not seen them anywhere here, so when I saw it on eBay for a relatively decent price with free shipping, I of course had to snatch it up because Stallion Reeve and Pegasus are totally my jam. So we will check out this big box next. I don't know what's in here other than the fact that it says gift figure on its customs form. So I have ordered a couple garage kits, and I've also ordered a Cardcaptor Sakura figure. that's new for 2017. So let's take a look and see what's in here. This looks like my garage kit, which Rick will be super excited about. He is on YouTube. He's big into board games and figures, and he's a really close friend of ours. And he got my husband back into painting models, starting with the tiny little figures for board games. So I decided to order a bigger figure for myself to paint, because I don't play as many of those games as my husband does. So I figured if I started with something more along my lines, I would get down to those little figures eventually. So it comes all nice and neat and packaged like this in this gorgeous little box. And then it was wrapped with a paper wrap over top of it. I did order this figure from e2046.com. They are big for doing garage kits and other forms of figures, both painted and unpainted. You can do pre-orders, or they do carry some things on stock like this one. So I'm excited. And what I like about them is that they'll include these pictures, so they'll show you what it looks like, their version looks like painted, if you order the version unpainted. So it kind of gives you a really nice viewpoint to look at while you're painting them. And let's see if I can get some little parts out of here for you, just so I can show you what they look like. There we go. It very, very heavily smells like figure paint in this box, and that's because this set specifically comes primed. So it's already primed white and ready to paint with very, very minimal work. And it just has like this is just one section of pieces here. And you can see Helios's arms, which is what this part is here, is actually clear. And they're supposed to be. That's how it is on the model. I ordered the unpainted, like I said, because I wanted to give painting models a try. I do a lot of other painting art, and I'm super into 3D art, making it usually. So my husband and I decided that this would be a nice activity for the two of us to do together. So fingers crossed that that plan actually works out the way that he thinks it will. So we were waiting on this to come in to get started on a bunch of figures and other stuff, so we could just have all the same supplies out at one time and paint together. All right, mystery box number 3 and final. I'm actually quite positive I know what this is. It is from AmiAmi.com, which means it should be a new Sakura figure that is new for 2017. Sorry, all the customs paperwork is in the way. She's considered a prize figure. This means that you usually play a game to generally get her somehow. Here we go. Obviously I did not play the game because I am not in Japan. Just for record's sake. But places like AmiAmi will still offer them for sale. And that is what I have done. I have purchased her off of AmiAmi and just had her shipped in. Again, I pay for express shipping on everything. So even though she just came out at the end of April, I already have her in. And this box is giving me a heck of a time. So I apologize, guys. There we go. Goodness gracious. So I'm pretty sure that that's what this is. Fingers crossed I'm right, because otherwise that was a lot of talking for no reason. And I was. So she comes very, very nicely packed with paper, just like the other big reveal box that I did. Make sure there's nothing else in here. Doesn't look like it. Whew. Okay. And she is new for 2017. And isn't she gorgeous? This outfit here is actually one of her lesser known ones. You don't see a lot of figures and other things in this specific outfit because it is from more further in the series, obviously, as you can tell by her Sakura wand instead of the Cloud Card wand. So she has the gray and white, which I think is gorgeous on her. She has those stunning green eyes here. You can see her. She has those beautiful green eyes with the brownish red hair. And she's just this gorgeous little character from Cardcaptor Sakura with her medal up front. Tomoyo would be super excited to be filming her in this outfit. Because this outfit isn't as well known, I had to get my hands on her. Plus, she's not very expensive. I ordered her from AmiAmi, and with shipping, only paid $32 in US. So, and that's with Express. Express is about 19 and some change as it is. So she herself was only $14 and some change. So, not too terrible. Which was nice because a lot of figures that I get from overseas actually tend to cost a lot more than that. But I can't wait to get her open and get pictures taken of her and completely out of her box because, like I've said tons of times before, and I'm sure I'll continue to say them, I do not leave my figures in their boxes. I like to display them so I can look at them in this gorgeous case over here, so I also don't have to dust them. Hooray. So that's what I got in today. Who knows what I'm going to get in this week. I do have some smaller things coming in that I've won from auctions and picked up from other people. So if enough comes in for a video on Friday, then you'll get 2 this week. If not, then I will see y'all next week. Until then, guys.